And another huge day in the books. This is from Cointelegraph.com and it's titled Ripple to Power Georgia's Central Bank Digital Currency. The digital lari. The National Bank of Georgia will use the CBDC platform to assess digital lari's benefits for government, businesses, and retail users. Does it seem to you like it does to me, that there's been a lot of activity with a lot of adoption of Ripple-based products, XRPL-based products? Now, is this a build-up to something? That's what I ask myself. Is this a build-up to something? You see, they start small. And even though these are big things happening, I've always posited that there's something huge in the works later on. But we'll get there. Let's read this little tidbit here. Let's scroll down. It says here, the National Bank of Georgia has selected blockchain payments network Ripple Labs as the official technology partner for developing the digital lari, its central bank digital currency project. In a statement, Ripple said the partnership would include implementing the deploying of the digital lari pilot initiative through Ripple's CBDC platform. The MBG will utilize this innovative CBDC platform to evaluate potential applications of the digital lari. Determining its advantages, we bring so many advantages to everybody, and that's why the XRPL is going to dominate. XRP is going to dominate, my humble opinion, not financial advice. I have to say that, right? It says here, advantages to the government sector, enterprises, and individual retail users. We'll take all that money. We'll take it all. And as you see so far, I don't know what the future is going to be, but so far we've been dominating. And if we're going to go with deductive reasoning would determine or would dictate or implicate at this point, whichever expedient term you want to use, based on the research, that we're going to continue to dominate and it will only increase. This is like a snowball rolling downhill if you're paying attention. Everything's picking up speed. You tell me. You tell me how it's looking. The partnerships are starting to get unveiled. The price is looking better and better. And we haven't even gotten to 2024 yet. Did you see that members only video I put out the other day? Check that out. Check that out, right? Things are moving forward. And because of things like what I'm been covering in the members only section, we're going to dominate. The world is rapidly pulling itself apart and we're benefiting from that. It's a natural decline, All of their systems are failing. Let me ask you this. Did you see what's going on with Bank of America and all these other banks? Oh, some of your deposits are going to be late. Did you check on that? Did you see the messages from your bank? Oh, some people are not going to get their deposits. Oh, but your system is so well. Guess what? You're not going to miss deposits on our watch. When the new financial system is running things, people will remember that the legacy system lost their money, slowed down their paychecks. Like right now, what's happening right now with the banking system. Look that up. All right. They're going to remember. And this is why customer sentiment towards banks is at an all-time low. That's a fact. We looked at the data ourselves. You saw it. Then on top of that, look at how all of their systems are like just collapsing. Did you see the articles that they released this week? Like 2 or 3 of them about why Japan is a financial liability to the world. How did they phrase it? It was something like Japan is a financial threat to the global financial system. Oh, wait, but hasn't Alphanine been saying that for like 2 years? We covered Japan when they had to flood their system with capital and a lot of other things they had to issue as well in order to keep their system afloat because it was collapsing. We read the articles about it, people. This is nothing new to us. Nothing new to us. But here's the thing they don't say. You see, this week they wanted to highlight Japan. But let's not play like the UK didn't do the same thing. They were having massive problems, folks. The day one people know this here. They were having massive problems and they flooded their system with capital at the time to keep it afloat. We are going to dominate. Their legacy systems are failing slowly. But if you're watching, it's all happening. It's not like it's stagnant. It's not at all. It's been happening. We're going to, let me finish reading this. I'm getting a little excited because we're taking over slowly, but it's visible. Undeniable. It says, before being designated as MBG's technology partner, Ripple underwent a thorough and meticulous selection procedure. In September, MBG disclosed its intentions to advance its CBDC project by introducing a limited access live pilot environment. Okay, so massive, massive news this week. Massive news today. Let's move on to another article here. Hope you're all doing fantastic out there. I genuinely mean that. I hope every single day is a brilliant day for you, right? That's how I feel. This article is from thecryptobasic.com and it's titled, Analyst Explains Why XRP Should Be the Standard for Cross-Border Remittances. And once again, like I said, I'm bullish on a lot of different bank coins and utility projects. I forgot to mention a few, but you already know XRP, I'm bullish on XLM, Quant. I want to make this clear because a lot of people keep asking me about this. Batcoin, Polygon, Solana, Chainlink, Vechain, one of our day one utility coins, Vechain, Algorand, let me not forget Algorand, Hedera, Zenfin, you know the usual suspects. And I'm deep in all of those, platinum, gold, silver, oil. I'm bullish on oil into the future as well as lithium and other things, other technology, certain crops. I'm bullish on certain crops. That's right. That's right. We're here to make money. We should make money off of everything that we possibly can and secure that future. So anyway, this article is from thecryptobasic.com and it's titled, Analyst Explains Why XRP Should Be the Standard for Cross-Border Remittances. It says, renowned crypto author Panos Mekris highlights the appeal of XRP in cross-border settlements. We're the best of the best. XRP, XLM, Algorand at the top, right near them, Hedera, Zenfin, but they serve these different purposes. So, anyway, let's go here. Mekris took to X to react to a recent article published by Ripple's partner Tranglo, which addressed 5 misconceptions about remittances and cross-border settlements. Tranglo addresses misconceptions about remittance. This is the next section. In the article, Tranglo addressed the misconception that places banks as the cheapest method for cross-border remittance. No, we know that's not true. We're very wise. Look how wise you are. They believe most people don't know this, but we do. You're in a select group. You're the best of the best. You know, all you people out there, the Lazar currents, the Payme and XRPs, the Akadeko Co's, the Corys, you are the best of the best. Shan's Enlightenments, all you people out there. I can't name everybody, but you're the best of the best. Right now, you are some of the sharpest minds. We're on the edge of the razor. We're dominating right now. We're winning. But anyway, let's keep going. I'm just saying we're in the know. So in the article, Tranglo addressed the misconception. Okay, we read that part. Dispelling this conception, Tranglo cited a March 2023 World Bank report highlighting banks as the most expensive service provider. Let me break that down into layman's terms. They're trash. For lack of a better word, I mean no disrespect, but they know. They know they're in a bad state. This is why they're congealing with the bank coins. Bank of America loves XRP. BNY Mellon, XRP. CC Bank loves XLM. I mean, we can go on and on, right? They're going to use these systems. And don't let me talk about Fed now. Don't let me bring up Fed now. They're pathetic. Trust me, members only, they know. The members only, they know. If you watch the videos, don't skip any videos. Go back and watch them. That's your content. That's yours. They're Fed now. They're pathetic. Oh, what a weak system. Yeah, we're going to dominate, folks. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I'm laughing at them right now. They're horrible. Anyway, it says, according to Tranglo, the World Bank in the report stated that online remittances via banks cost an average of 12.1% per transaction. Wow. While the global average was 6.24%. To verify this claim, if that doesn't sound terrible to you, I don't know what does. To verify this claim, Tranglo's research team conducted an internal study. I don't have to go that far because I know Tranglo does their job. I know that they are very thorough with the researchers they have on their team. So when they say it, I take it serious. If I ever doubted it, I would double check it, triple check it. My father taught me to triple check things. That's right. Growing up, I'm going to tell you now, there was no double checking. My father wanted me to be the best of the best, me and my brother as well. And you know, in school we learn, oh, did you double check your work? Oh, the teacher, did you double check? You go home. My father was like, did you triple check? Check it again. Check and make sure everything is perfect. So if I doubt something, I'll triple check it. I try to be as thorough as I possibly can. That doesn't mean you're not going to make mistakes. I definitely make mistakes, but that means we're going to minimize how many mistakes are made, right? Minimization. Right? So anyway, it says crypto author says XRP powered low fees should be the standard. Didn't they used to call XRP the standard? Huh? And now you see XRP dominating everywhere. Dubai. Now Georgia. Come on now. Tranglo's claim attracted the attention of renowned crypto author Mekras. The industry analyst pointed out that Tranglo's low transaction fee is possible due to XRP. We're the best. They all need us or they will fail. And they don't want to fail. They want to survive. And what's coming? What's coming is like nothing anybody ever saw before. A complete collapse of financial systems. They're swaying in the wind right now. Why can't people get their deposits right now? Why have deposits been going missing at various banks all year long? Look it up. This is easy. Why are various financial systems propped up right now? Not just Japan, not just the UK, but in the United States, the banks have continued to borrow from the FDIC emergency fund to this day. That's right. They continue to borrow. Without that borrowing, you will be seeing the banks fail right now. It's just that, you know, all these governmental entities, they're just throwing money around. They take that tax money, they're just throwing it around to prop up these fake systems. And then so because not everybody has access to a researcher, right? Most people don't know that. They just think the system's fine. It's not, there's nothing wrong, you know, but it isn't. The system isn't fine. The system is in big trouble. Even Janet Yellen said it earlier this year. Didn't Janet Yellen tell everybody? Janet Yellen said more banks will have to probably congeal. When do they congeal? That's when the bigger banks take over the failing smaller banks, which had JP Morgan laughing to the bank, for lack of a better word, because they love to take over. These big banks love to gobble up these small banks. They don't want competition. Buying, you know, just getting their assets for cheap that they can then flip big time, by the way, big time, taking their customers' capital and growing bigger. So even Janet Yellen acknowledged more banks would have to fail. That was around the same time that Jerome Powell was saying how more people will have to lose their jobs. And I told you there was going to be a massive amount of people, of companies going out of business, bankrupt, and this is a long time ago, and a massive amount of people getting laid off. Now you're seeing people getting laid off left and right. Left and right. It's unbelievable what's going on. Didn't they just have some massive layoff? Which company was that? Was that Amazon? And here's the craziest part. This is when you know things are bad. Now, I didn't get a chance to verify that, but I did see some articles. I heard some stuff. Now, aren't they going into peak season with in the warehousing industry? They're going into peak season. So typically that should be when you're hiring more. But no. If it's true that they just did a mass layoff before peak season, something's wrong. Something's rotten in Denmark. 2024 is going to be an interesting year, folks, to watch in a lot of different ways. So now let's move on from here. All right. I know I'm giving you a lot, but I like to make sure like you get your time's worth here. This is from the cryptobasic.com. Now, this one here is on Solana. Solana has done some beautiful things for us recently. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Make your own decisions. But I enjoyed what Solana is doing, still doing great right now. And I think the future is even brighter. Now, I've never seen anything like this before. This article is titled, Van Eck predicts a bullish $3,211 price target for Solana. What? But wait, there has to be a time period for this. There has to be. It's not going to happen overnight, obviously. I don't think that's what the individual is saying. Oh, here we go. So let's read this first little tidbit here. It says, investment management firm VanEck maintains a bullish outlook on Solana, forecasting that the coin can hit a price of $3,211.28 in the next 7 years. So, okay, so it's going to take some time. It'll take some time, but yeah, if someone's holding a little bag or a sizable bag, because people usually have a giant bag of crypto and then they split it in half, or they sell like 25%, things like that. But they'll have a little bit that they'll hold. That's pretty good gains. Holy smokes. It says realistically, VanEck projected a base price of $335 for Solana, accounting for potential negative trends. The asset manager said its bear case projection for Solana in 2030 is $10. Solana in 2030, VanEck's perspective. It says the reports on Solana assumed that the blockchain network would be the first to onboard 100 million users by 2030. The VanEck team also gave these price projections on assumptions that Solana will monetize its offerings at 20% of Ethereum's, quote, take rate, unquote. Take rate refers to fees collected from applications associated with the brand. All right. So, wow, that is super bullish news for Solana. Let's move on here. We have a lot of all the utility coins and mostly the bank coins have been having a lot of activity going on here. Let's see if this article will actually come up. It's about Hedera. It's from Hedera.com and it's titled Hedera processes thousands of transactions per second. See how the number is calculated. I don't care about how the number is calculated. I care that it's doing well. That's what I care about. Is Hedera doing well? Yes, it is. And is that going to grow into the future? Yes, it is. I personally believe that. It says at the time of this writing, the Archaeometric site shows that Hedera mainnet is processing 2,443 transactions per second with more than 26 billion total transactions to date. The article, does Hedera's TPS include transactions generated in its consensus algorithm? Spoiler alert, it says no. States that publicly reported transaction count on Hedera does not include the intra-node gossip communication needed to reach consensus. Only transactions submitted and paid for by external parties are included in the TPS count. But how is that number calculated? Once again, that does not matter to me. What matters to me is it looks very healthy. They have a list here. It says, if you are interested in seeing how Hedera's latest transactions per second compare to that of other layer 1 and layer 2 networks, see the chain spec TPS dashboard, which they have right here. And number one, wow, they have Hedera's number one. Number one at 2,430 transactions per second max recorded. Then Solana is number two. I'm shocked at that. I thought, listen, but it really shouldn't shock me because Hashgraph is superior to blockchain. I have to keep that in mind. Okay. But Solana is second with 804 transactions per second, followed by BNB chain at number 3. Polygon, one of our favorites, one of our OG original coins here. Polygon with 62. All right. Algorand is at number 7. Of course, Algorand is no slouch. I love Algorand. Very bullish on Algorand for the future. OK. All right. So now let's move on here. A little bit of Vechain news. I love Vechain. I just don't see a lot of news about Vechain. A lot of these utility coins do a great job. Their news doesn't make a lot of the websites. It just stays. I guess maybe it stays on Twitter. I don't know. It says this is from the cryptobasic.com and it's titled Vechain welcomes over 21,000 addresses in a day as total wallets surge to 2.28 million. What is going on? I'll take it. I love it. I want to see big things happen for Vechain. The Vechain network, it says, is witnessing a rapid increase in interest and adoption as market participants create over 21,000 new addresses in a day, bringing total wallets to 2.28 million. The Vechain team revealed this remarkable feat in a post on X today, confirming that the network recently recorded an impressive additional 21,000 addresses yesterday. Notably, at the time of disclosure, total addresses had surged to 2,200,000 275,590. It says, however, current data puts this figure at 2.28 million, marking an increase by over 5,000 addresses since then. Data from Vechain Stats, a Vechain-focused analytical platform, reveals that daily new addresses count has reduced, but remains at an encouraging 15,071 addresses a day. That's major. Vechain has one of the biggest ecosystems I've ever seen. If you type in on Google, maybe Vechain ecosystem diagram or chart, something like that, I don't know, it'll pop up. It's very impressive. And the scary part is it has only grown since those diagrams, those pictures have been made, right? Vechain has a huge ecosystem. Algorand has a huge ecosystem. These are some of the most dominant utility coins out there. But people will see in the future. I think it's definitely going to reflect on them in the future and be very, very good. All right. So now, a little bit more CBDC news. CBDCs are being rushed forward. Why? Why are they being rushed forward? This is from kitco.com. It's titled, Bank of Korea announces pilot project exploring CBDC use in the carbon credit market. Uh-oh. Carbon credits? Isn't Ripple heavy with that, right? Doesn't Algorand also have some sort of program with that? That money that they're going to be charging all these companies for carbon, putting out carbon into the environment and such. Yeah, that's going to be flowing across these chains. That's going to be major in the future. We'll see. We'll see how it works. But that's what they're projecting. It says, as countries around the world explore the potential to launch central bank digital currencies, there are a variety of pilot projects currently underway that are designed to explore the many use cases of digital money across a variety of industries. One such novel application is the use of a CBDC within the carbon credit market, which the Bank of Korea, who's deep in Korea? I think we have two bank coin companies deep in Korea, but right now Ripple has been dominating in Korea. So let's just talk. They come to the forefront of my mind. This is which the Bank of Korea and the Korea Exchange have joint forces to explore. According to a working paper released by the Bank of International Settlements, the goal of this exploration is to highlight how the world of digital finance is changing and how these changes can be incorporated with eco-friendly policies and projects. The simulated trials will take place in the third and fourth quarters of 2024. Quote, the CBDC usability test is conducted to check ways to build future infrastructure that will stably support the digital transformation of the economy, and cooperation with the Korea Exchange is meaningful in that it is the first step in this effort, unquote. Wow. So everything's moving forward. All this CBDC stuff is moving forward. And I'm telling you, listen, they're not going to ask the people. They've listened a little bit and they said, okay, what are the people concerned about? Not that I think they really care. But the people have been concerned about privacy and what have you been hearing from these entities. Oh, we're only going to take some information, but not critical information from you, right? And so it's really calmed a lot of the people down. It's very scary how that works. But nonetheless, they're going to ram these through. They're going to force them through. They want these CBDCs. They want the power. They want the abilities that come with them that they could never have otherwise. And so, that's very advantageous to the new financial system because they're never going to have interoperability as heavily customized as they're going to have these systems. No, they need something to connect them all. That's the new financial system. Not only that, but I really firmly believe that a lot of these bank coins will become extremely rare. Think about it. Why do they all have closed ecosystems? So if you're taking XRP into a closed ecosystem, it removes that from the not circulating supply, but from what retail can have. That's almost like banks holding it, really, even though they're constantly using it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So they're never really holding it. But because it's sort of trapped in a closed ecosystem, if that does indeed happen, it's sort of like they're holding it anyway. So it drives the value up. Not only that, but because of that consistent volume and value that are put into those assets that will be in closed ecosystems. When I think about that, I'm telling you now, I think about Quant and I think about XRP. I really believe it's not something that they're talking about. It's not something that they're going to say. I keep it as a possibility, not a guarantee, not financial advice, a possibility that at some point they could buy up a ton of that XRP off the market, remove it from retail, keep it in closed ecosystems to use only amongst the banks. Why? I don't understand why they wouldn't do that. It's what it was designed for. It wasn't designed for retail. So maybe it doesn't happen. Like I said, I'm just keeping it open as a possibility. And I just look at it and say, wait a minute. If they're meant to use XRP, you got all these banks signing up. I think the only way that it works and they can guarantee the stability that they want is if they buy up all that XRP off the market. They could do it little by little. They could do it all at once. I don't think it really matters. And use it in closed ecosystems. Solves a lot of problems, doesn't it? And those of us that hold XRP, there's not that many of us. There's not that many of us. So I don't think that we would even rock the boat a little bit with the gains that we will make, even though if everything goes according to plan, it would probably be unbelievable new 1% type of gains. You get what I'm saying? I don't think they're worried about that at all. Not at all. Not even a little bit. I think XRP coins like that will become the bank's plaything over time. I don't know when. This is a thought that I'm just playing with. You understand? All right. So now I have to make things very, very clear, because sometimes I say things and I don't think that people get that clarity. Then I get a lot of questions from various videos, and then I feel like I have to answer some of them sometimes. All right. So now let's move on here. Oh, Arnold, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Alpha Neem. I just want to come here to talk to you about the crypto XRP.
So you like crypto?
Yeah, I like the crypto. XRP is the best crypto. When it goes to the moon, everyone will have to get to the exchange now. My prediction is XRP will be as big as Total Recall, Kindergarten Cop, or even Conan. Anyway, see you later. I'm off to film Terminator 16.
I guess Arnold had to run. He had to film Terminator 16. Oh, man. All right. So we're going to close out, everybody. We're going to close out with this here. Oh, actually, I had the article about Bank of America. So we're going to do 2 articles. Then we'll close this video out. I wanted to get this to the people. Look at how bad the banks are doing. This is from WBALTV.com. And it's titled Bank of America Warns of Deposit Delays Impacting Multiple Banks. I got this morning. Usually I do my research early in the morning, get it out of the way. Then I got the rest of the day to do business, film the video in the evening, you know? So I've been sitting on this, and I haven't heard that this has been remedied as of yet. It says Bank of America alerted customers on Friday that their deposits may be delayed due to a problem impacting multiple banks. Customers of Bank of America, Chase, U.S. Bank, Truist, and Wells Fargo have complained of issues on Friday morning, according to Down Detector. A Chase spokesperson confirmed to CNN that some direct deposits haven't updated. That's concerning. People have bills to pay. They have food they need to buy. They have family they need to take care of. And you're trying to tell me that they can't get access to their deposits? The banking system has gone nuts. Listen, this is ours for the taking. All the bank coins have to do, really. Listen, I'll take the bank's money, but the bank coins, if they were really smart, they would come out with certain offerings where the people could use their products without a bank. I mean, purely without a bank, right? I don't know how they would go about that, but what I'm saying is the financial industry is ripe for the taking. This is unbelievable. It says, quote, "We know some direct deposits haven't updated because a payroll company has not sent them to us yet." What? What company is this? You can't just say that. Give the name out. Who's this company? The people have a right to know. It says, unquote, the spokesperson said, quote, "We will post them as soon as we can, but we don't know the timing yet," unquote. You don't know the timing? So it could be anything. It could be a few hours, a few days. Clearly, it's been a few hours. I haven't heard that this has been resolved yet. So a few days? Come on now. People need their money now. This is why the people are turning on these banks. They're starting to learn the truth as they suffer from these banks, just like all the people that have been either their accounts have been closed by banks or their money has disappeared. We've read a lot of articles like that. So now we're going to move on from that. Let's close out here with a little bit of gold news. I actually have 2 gold articles. Things have been going so well for gold. It's hard to know which epic article to read. It's true. But we'll close out with this one here from kitco.com, and it's titled Gold Prices See Pop Above $2,000. Oh, yeah. You know I like that. You do know that, right? Gold prices are back above $2,000. I told you, haven't I said all year, I don't worry about gold. I don't at all. And the future's even brighter than what we're seeing right now. I love it. Seeing new momentum as the U.S. labor market cooled last month, with the economy creating fewer jobs than expected. U.S. non-farm payrolls rose by 150,000 last month, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The monthly figure was below market consensus estimates of 178,000. At the same time, the report also noted that the U.S. unemployment rate ticked higher, rising to 3.9% in October. Economists were expecting to see an unchanged reading at 3.8%. The disappointing employment numbers have created solid buying momentum. Let's scroll down here. This is according to some economists, weak employment and wage growth will support market expectations that the Federal Reserve has finished its tightening cycle. We shall see. The latest non-farm payrolls data comes just after the Federal Reserve announced that it would leave interest rates unchanged. Yeah, but higher for longer still. So they make it sound better than what it is. It says in a range between 5.25% and 5.50%. However, during his press conference, Powell maintained his tightening bias, saying interest rates might not yet be restrictive enough. Oh, my goodness. I told you, the Fed doesn't know what they're doing. They just don't. It's like they don't understand the economy and the economy relationship with global economics. That it just seems like they just don't care about. There's a much better way they could have went about all of this. I've spoken about it numerous times on this channel and on the other channel as well. But now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, let's get to the money.